Yeah. Beautiful. What? It's probably not even. It might be 60 some degrees out here. Beautiful fall day in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Nice sunny day. Not too many clouds in the sky at all. I love to see the sunshine. Of course, vitamin D is important. You get the vitamin D from the sun. Whatever the fuck the sun is. What the fuck is the sun any damn way? Who fucking knows? Um, I'm not really with the flat Earth thing, but I'm not going to pretend to not be intrigued and interested in some of the stuff that I've been hearing about. Not in debating whether they believe that Earth is flat or not. Fuck all that. I don't care about the math or none of that shit. Fuck all that. Admiral Byrd and his journeys to Antarctica and everything that transpired after that is interesting. And either somebody's got a fantastic imagination making all that fucking shit up, making it sound oh so good and so intriguing and plausible, or maybe that's all it is. All I know is whether everything I've been hearing about Admiral Byrd and all of that shit, and the Summer Gate, and there being other land masses being hidden away from us, and that what we are in it is in some kind of a prison system. Hey man, look, that shit is interesting to me, and I'm not gonna turn my back on the shit until I know that it's fucking stupid. Until I know that it's fucking dumb, I'm going to entertain the possibility that it might be the deep, dark, hidden truth right in front of me that I might miss if I keep my mind closed, kind of a thing. I'm just taking that perspective on the whole thing. But for damn sure, yes, it is interesting, and I'm interested in all things that I know that I don't fucking know. All I know is NASA be lying. We all know that. It's hard to know where the truth is and where it's not. To imagine them giving us any truth at all would be like, wouldn't it just be safe to assume that everything that they do is a fucking lie? Now let's look deeper into it. And this is for my guy, Zach. I love Zach to death. Like a brother to me. I will protect Zach with my life if need be. Hands off of fucking Zachary K. Hubbard. Don't fucking touch him. Let that man run his shit. Fuck that. That's my guy. But he not really with the flat earth thing or whatever he think is fucking stupid. I think it sounds kind of silly. But what I can't ignore is like this weird fucking thing behind, like I said, not debating the shape of the earth or none of that shit. Just talking about what Admiral Byrd and his journeys to Antarctica, the South Pole. Yeah, well, what did he discuss? What happened, bro? What's with this Nazi shit about Antarctica? Why is there a fucking treaty that all these fighting countries won't talk about all together? They won't talk about it. They agree to not talk about it, and they all agreed to some fucking treaty about the fucking South Pole. Why? I'm not gonna ignore that shit. I'm not ignoring that shit. There's something there. That should be strange as fuck to anybody. So I'm interested. And let's not forget that Gregorian calendar, that English language with that gematria code hidden into it, which is part of the fucking story that they don't tell nobody, so that they can run that shit, so that can be the part of the language, the laws and the rules that turns into legalese. Economic language and shit, stocks, bonds, currency, liquid asset, all of the water, fucking metaphorical type of language, and man, all that shit came from something. That heliocentric model came from the same group of people around the same time that the English language and that fucking calendar came out. That heliocentric fucking thing. What did it do? It took it away from the idea of a flat Earth and put the sun in the center of a solar system that's hurling through space. All of that sounds fantastic and awesome and cool, but let's not forget where it came from. And then while they changed how we measure time to the tune of what? When they changed that, they also said, fuck that, the earth might be flat shit. Man, the sun is the center of our shit and blah, 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 and everybody went with it. I don't know why I was supposed to look at that to go, they told the total truth when they did that part. Man, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So since I don't know, I'm keeping my eyes open, keeping my ears open, and anything that sounds interesting is going to get my attention until further notice, until I know that that's some fucking dumb shit, some kind of a psyop, or couldn't possibly be true. Until then, man, I don't know. I know Admiral Byrd went through some shit, and I want to fucking know because it sounds interesting, man. To me, it gives the world more excitement than what it has right now, because right now seems to be so boring, so mundane, so straightforward, and so controlled that I'd have to be like, motherfucker, the truth must be a marvelous, wonderful, unbelievable to the truth seekers, it should sound unbelievable. The truth is going to be that scary and deep and all encompassing. And I think that if you assume that NASA told us any bit of truth, I think, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. And I think it's safe to just not trust me until you can figure it out for yourself. But what I want to talk about is movies. Movies that kind of make me feel like the book that it came from, and or the writer, director, and even the actors too. If you really want to get into it, there's an astrological vibration that lives in everybody. And I think in order for an actor to play a really good role, I think the role has to be tapping into who they already are, to the point where they're not actually acting, but kind of. And there's an astrological decoding of actors like Brad Pitt and almost everybody else, really, that so firmly coincides with their character that you would have to think that the movie was written for them. And if you don't know who Claire Nocte is, check her out on YouTube, because she's got some decoding like Zach does, except for she used astrological shit to show you how it is inevitable that certain parts of our astrology is just going to play out in who we are. Now, environment and other things could beat down or suppress certain parts of you that should be shining. Environmental influence will play a role. But whatever comes out, it can be seen in your shit. And maybe not everything comes out, or maybe your environment makes it come out in a different way, but it's still coming from some astrological thing that's kind of set down there as the Play-Doh for your life. And then you can shape it how you want, but you still got purple, green, and yellow Play-Doh. Period. Now how you gonna play that into who you are is what it is that you do with it. But you got that fucking Play-Doh, these particular colors, because of who you are, birthday, astrology sign, and all that shit. I believe some of this shit because I see it way too much to call it a coincidence. So maybe it's just something that I don't understand, that I can't manipulate, or that I didn't myself or didn't do the research on my own for me to say that I absolutely know for a fact that it's real. Maybe I can't do all of that, but what I do know is just examination and just honest observation of what I've seen in myself and other people when it comes to the zodiac thing and all of that. Man, that shit is some's doing something. Something's doing something. Period. I can't help it. But if you want to talk about movies that really vibrate with me, number one on the fucking list might be my favorite movie of all time is Fight Club. And if you haven't seen Fight Club, check out Fight Club. It's a fucking awesome movie. The book is cool, is what they say. I ain't never read the book. I got kids, and my kids don't give me time to read the mail. I can't even fucking get through the bills. I can't see who the fuck says I owe them money without having to wrestle my kids off of the dining room table, bouncing the ball and dancing to some TikTok or something that they saw on the fucking dining room table. That's how my household is. So I did watch the movie Fight Club. I gotta say I watched it multiple times. It might be the most times I've ever watched any single movie, unless you count outside my childhood when I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit 3 times a day, 4 days a week for fucking 5 years of my fucking life. I think Who Framed Roger Rabbit might be the fucking all-time fucking champion movie that I've ever viewed. But Fight Club, I watched that movie a bunch of fucking times, bro. I know the movie very well front to back, so much so that I have some different theories and ideas, and this might be a spoiler alert for some of y'all, so if you haven't watched the movie, ignore this. If you can't ignore this, it's fine, because I can tell you'll watch the movie and still not get it. It's kind of hard to spoil it with this one. But amongst other plot twist in the movie, I do believe that that Marla is a fiction of his imagination, and I won't explain how or why, but I do believe that that's the case in that movie Fight Club. She's not real. She's not a real person. He speaks about feminine energy, and she shows up to play it out. I think she's a psychological freak out in this guy's head or something. But let's see. Motherfucking Fight Club, man. Dope movie. It's not just about anarchy. And let me tell you, anarchy means no rulers. It doesn't mean no rules. There's no way to get to a society where there is no rules. There's always rules. Nature reigns supreme. You ain't got to recognize it or understand it or agree to it and none of that shit. Nature will fuck you up And every time you fuck with the nature, it come back to fuck you up. All this transformer bullshit about who got dick and balls and what that's supposed to really mean, and do your tits grow? Do you gotta take hormones to suppress that shit? All of that bullshit. Come on, bro. From that type of shit to the economic system to defense, self-defense, to psychological evaluation of yourself or other people as a doctor or as a patient, the exchange in and of itself. All of those things that are highlighted, and self-therapy through tapping into your nature, being a writer, literature, poetry, all of those things get explored in the movie Fight Club. This is a brilliant movie. Man, look, man, I don't think there's hardly ever hit my ears a better fucking story. It's definitely in the top 3 movies or stories, period, written or in film form that I've ever fucking seen or heard, man. Fight Club. I love the movie. And I got a hashtag going that I've had going since my Facebook days. Hashtag I am Tyler and hashtag Gunfight Club. Because I do believe, much like the movie, there is something that has awakened inside of me that calls for me to be and to act out and to live and to truly come to terms with who the fuck I want to be on the inside that some people are scared of being, but it's there though. And for all the right reasons, you need to find whatever that is and bring it out. No matter what the fuck it is, no matter what society says, fuck all of that. Because they want you to give in to the fact that you're fearful about death, but you shouldn't really fear death so much that it keeps you from being who you are, because you're worried about living a rough life or having your life and how you see things get you killed. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all know me. I don't give no fuck about none of that shit, bro. I'm just gonna be me, man, because death is death, and I'm already here, and then I already have to go at some point, and it's already gonna be what it is, whether I get what I want or the world beats me into submission upon my death, man, so be it, whatever. It's all just going to be what it's going to be, but it's going to be a fight. It's going to be rough for anybody opposing me. It's not just going to be a fucking cakewalk because I'm trying to be cool and my oppressors or motherfuckers who intend on dominating me with a bullshit economic system like they talk about in Fight Club, or this attack on manhood and that bravado that we know that we naturally have, like they also talk about in Fight Club. Man, fuck all of that. I say run that shit the way nature says, and then anybody who wants to smoke, give them the fucking smoke, bro. And all of that shit that aim to do that to me, I don't really care about how they think or feel about nothing. That they won't smoke, come get it. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I do not give no fuck. What it do? Fuck is you talking about, bro? And the movie Fight Club put me on that level like that to make me go, yeah, hell yeah. Check out the movie Fight Club. Another movie, Sin City. It's a halfway comic book as animated weird movie based off a graphic novel. It's a dope ass movie. It's crazy because the plot is like 3 or 4 plots twisted into one because they're all kind of related. And one of the key plots that twist together that stand out to me is this idea of going against law enforcement and religious leaders and government officials because they are cannibalistic and they are harming kids and using kids in ritualistic, crazy ass violent ways. And because of that, the movie is in my top 3, man. It's a dope ass movie. You should watch it. If you've never seen it, you lacking. You got to see the movie Sin City. It's an awesome movie, one of my favorites. It's super violent. All of the violence that's exercised by all of the protagonists is righteous violence. You can listen to the characters, and when they say what their motivations are behind doing what they do, and you go, yeah, that's a good endeavor to be involved in. And then we see how violent they get, you go, whoa, this is kind of ultra violent, and at a glance you look like the fucking bad guy. But that's the point though, is that violence is never meant to look cute. It's not meant to look good. It's not going to look good. So don't be scared about looking violent or having to be violent when you know violence is the language that your oppressors speak in loudly and proudly. They say it to your fucking face and dare you to do something about it. Answer the fucking dare and tell them, no, I dare you, motherfucker. Y'all hurting kids, y'all ass gotta go. You a fucking clergyman, you a cop, government official. I don't know how the fuck any of that's supposed to fucking matter. Explain it to me how it's supposed to matter. Oh, you get a green light? Get the fucking green beam off this fucking Glock. It's what you can get. You get no green light to be what you think you are. what you're making yourself out to be, to go unchecked by nobody. Get the fuck out my life, bro. Sin City. Watch the movie because it'll pump you the fuck up, bro. It's a good movie. Another movie is motherfucking why can't I think of the movie now? Shit. Man, I had this movie on my mind that I needed to say. Why can't I think of it? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm drawing a blank. It'll come back to me. But it's shit like that, yo. There's like, yo, what I really hate, man, is that something as beautiful as cinema, which I think is the ultimate form of artistic expression, because you do mix music, you mix the visuals, then you get to acting. When people are very good at, you see these roles being played so well that it's really hard to imagine that they have no emotional stake in whatever the game is they're playing in the role. Like, these people be looking real serious, and I think that helps. But there's a hypnosis and a calling to the attention of certain ideas, and then maybe even implying a conclusion of something that you find in most of these Hollywood movies. And I think it's a beautiful thing that they've hijacked and completely tainted. All the music is fucking tainted. All of the film industry is tainted, not just in the fact that they hijack this courier of human expression and messages. They hijack that, but what they have also done is created a ritualistic playground for very dark people and other entities, possibly, to be doing some funny ass mind control shit to the world. They took some beautiful shit and fucked it up. And what did that sound like? Some beautiful shit that got fucked up. It sounds like the Lucifer idea, which is a wishy-washy thing that I go on one side and understand what the Luciferianism thing is, and then sometimes I go to the other side to go, maybe that's where the truth is at, though. And they're just doing the wrong part of what the truth is and telling you to be scared of, when reality, the good and the bad, comes from the one fucking source. You got to pick what side it is that you are on, and then maybe even yourself ritualistically tell them to shut the fuck up. I don't know what this is, man, but it's a beautiful thing to even be alive, to even witness this shit. I am highly entertained by real life. I don't even need Hollywood. But these movies, man, sometimes they really narrow things down and magnify things in a beautiful, hypnotic way with the music and the cast of characters that we all know and grow to be quote-unquote fans of. When you talk about Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and I can't remember the woman name that plays Marla in Fight Club, but it's a beautiful, poetic ballet of intellectual ideas and human expression, man. I love the fucking movie. No different than Sin City. The music and the scoring of the movie, whoever did that, they're brilliant. It's fucking dope as shit. It just makes you feel like something, man. I tap into my inner superhero, my superhero complex when I watch these movies. And I know in a way that I am being programmed by these movies, because everybody's being programmed by the environment. You're a clean fucking blank piece of paper when you're born. The world writes on it whatever you allow. You can go and erase some shit. You can go get your permanent marker and make your own choices to write on the paper what you will. But you know, I think there's enough here. There's enough positive and utility in the hypnosis that you can pull the right things out of it and go, so that whoever is oppressing you, whatever is bad going on in the world, you can say, I got the tools and the perspective on how to handle you from you. I think that's the beautiful thing about this. You don't need to watch what police do and not like it or respect it or co-sign for it and walk away with absolutely nothing. They fucking walk around with bulletproof vests, pistol, shotgun, rifle at their exposure, and they know how to organize. And they don't take no for an answer. And when they think they know where the bad guys are and what they've done, they go present charges and call them out in front of a trusting system of judgment to see what the fuck is going on. I think all of that is admirable. And I think we should be doing the same thing. Period. Pistol, shotgun, rifle, bulletproof vest, form groups of people that have big hearts and true justice in mind, and question everything, and be willing to bring the gun to the bad guy, because you have to expect that they're going to be sore losers, period. I'm going to end this live stream. I really hate that the only two movies I can fucking think of was Fight Club and Sin City, but there is a bunch of other movies. You can look at movies like The Truman Show. That's a good one. You got to look at that. I hear the men who stare at goats or whatever is supposed to be some good movie. Of course, shit like Minority Report, The Matrix. Of course, the fucking Matrix. I don't even need to explain that one. The Matrix for damn sure. Crazy theory about the Matrix is that Agent Smith is the good guy. Think about it. I'll get back to you guys on that. I might even do a whole video on that particularly, because it'll blow your mind. And maybe Neo was trying to keep maybe even unknowingly trying to keep a controlling system there, when maybe Agent Smith wanted all that shit to be knocked down so that we can see who's really who and what's really what, and then let the chips fall where they may, but not be locked into no fucking system whatsoever. I couldn't imagine something like Zion in the movie being completely detached from the idea of the computer programming of the Matrix. It's a tricky thing. You got to watch the movie and like go deep, man. I think you can hold entire college courses on each one of these films that I named. But that's it. Deuces to y'all, man. I love everybody. Sometimes I be turned the fuck up because I'm mad, because I got the same energy behind wanting to protect y'all as I do my kids. And if I feel like somebody's trying to hurt my kids, not only am I not going to fucking look the bully in the eye and say, I fucking dare you, motherfucker, I'm also going to look to my kids to tell them that I might get fucking wild trying to protect you, and you have to be okay with that. If you want to stand next to me to help me protect you, fine. But just know, with or without your support, I come here to protect you. And if you don't understand me, just move your little ass out the way, little nigga. Let me help you. Fuck, move then. Type shit. So that's why I be coming kind of hard the way I do. But Wu Bang, man, this gun shit is for everybody. Do what you got to do to get more educated. Be diligent. Try to be the superhero. Okay? Try to be the God that you think you're looking for. You're not going to know everything, but you should be trying to know everything. You're not going to be able to fucking fight the entire world by yourself, but maybe you should try. So when you fall short, you go, I gave it all I got. And that's the punchline. That's what you should have been doing. But I say to a whole world full of people that won't smoke with me, fuck you, try me. And I say to the whole world that they're standing out here looking for the answers, I say, I will be a little piece of the God that you think you're looking for by trying to give you the tools for you to help yourself and recognize the God inside of you. And I will hug you if you want me to. If you don't want the hug, that's fine. If you rather fucking fight, then I don't fight. I didn't buy fucking thousands of dollars worth of guns to fucking fight with you. So pick where you want to be when fucking with me, because you get to choose my vibe. And I match vibes very well. That's exactly what I do. That's all that I do. So, careful. Be careful. I love you. Don't play me. Wu Bang, man. RPM.